What are the key benefits of going to one of your sales workshops?
Ultimately, the biggest benefit of all is being able to be closing a deal. Now, I know there's a lot of telling and, perhaps not a lot of selling in a lot of these meetings, but we're going to teach people how to prepare for meetings. We're going to teach them how to figure out what's happening inside the heads of customers or buyers. We also want to teach salespeople and business development people how to prepare properly for these meetings, to think about the sales process. Now, I know there's a lot said about Sales 101 and the sales process, but trust me, it's one of the most important and fundamental aspects of any sales meeting. If you don't follow the structure of a sales process properly, it's highly unlikely that you're going to close a deal. And I mean, who wants to sit in front of a customer and not close a deal? So one of the key benefits also of these workshops and seminars is to prepare you for these meetings, to understand what's happening potentially in the head of the buyer, to try and match your product with the buyer's needs and not necessarily sell them something they don't want. Because if you're going to try and harp on about something they don't want, you're wasting time, and time is precious in these meetings. And that's another thing that salespeople and business people need to understand. Time is of the essence in meetings. There's only a limited amount of it, so use it to your best advantage. We're also going to teach you about logic and brevity, and we're going to teach you ultimately how to ask for the business. I mean, why are you sitting in front of customers and they're not closing deals? Clearly, you're doing something wrong. Are you answering all the questions they've asked you? Have you answered these questions properly? Have you asked them whether or not you've answered their questions properly? So all these things, Stuart, we're going to teach people a process, and we're going to teach them a process that works. So when they sit in front of customers, again, after coming to one of our workshops or seminars, you can rest assured there's a strong possibility they're going to be closing some deals at last.
How long is the workshop?
The workshop is a half day. It's a few hours, 3-4 hours. And there will be a morning tea and there will be a lunch as well. And during the workshop, we're going to cover off 3 important areas of sitting in front of a customer, trying to understand what it is that needs to be done for you to walk out of there with a deal signed.